I had a kind of interesting dream lately. It wasn't anything super special, but it was kind of neat, I guess. Kind of had a no, it had like a middle, and I know how it was going to end, but it didn't really have a proper beginning or ending. But anyway, in this dream, I was like in some kind of futuristic sci-fi research facility, and there were a bunch of scientists, and they were doing experiments on humans, like weird, unethical, torturous experiments. They were trying to build cyborgs, and they had captured some, like, kidnapped some unwilling people to be the test subjects for their experiments. And I was one of the people that had been kidnapped. And the scientists actually succeeded in turning one woman into a cyborg. They chopped off her arms and legs and successfully replaced her limbs with robotic arms and legs. And they were very happy with their achievement. But what they didn't anticipate is that when they did this, they basically turned her into a superhuman. So now she had superhuman robotic strength, and this cyborg woman basically like killed them all. And then she tried to like rescue all the other people who had been captured and were like being used for human experiments. But the only other survivor was me, because they hadn't begun experimenting on me yet. So me and the cyborg woman had to escape from the research facility. And like on her way out, she like fucked it up by blowing shit up. So like it was like sort of in a mix of like self-destructing, but also in a kind of like just falling apart because of the destruction or something. I don't know. And there were like enemy guards with guns chasing us down and shooting at us and whatnot. And she would like run into them and then fuck them all up with super robot strength and all that. And like there was this kind of weird like fourth wall breaking meta to it. Because sometimes we would like find a room and we would go into the room and we would find a bunch of like research papers and like audio recordings. And we'd be like, ooh, there's a bunch of lore and backstory in here. And then her and I would like go through all the research papers and the audio logs, listening to like recordings that the scientists made and being like, ooh, look at the lore. Ooh, that's such cool backstory. It's like we were playing a video game and we were discovering optional things that the developers had put in there. And we were like really giddy every time we discovered one of these things. And we're like, ooh, cool, look at this. Wow, did you expect that plot twist? Like we were totally, completely conscious of the fact that we were characters inside of a story. And that there was like extra backstory that we were reveling in. But anyway, at some point we finished looking up all the lore and we were like, wow, yeah, that was pretty cool backstory. Okay, let's get out of here. And then we continued trying to escape the collapsing facility. And we were like right at the exit, but then my phone went off, so I didn't actually get to see us escape. But I know that we escaped because like we were right there, so it had to have been deepest lore.